Is 12 o'clock, and here's the media news. First, the top stories. Ogun State mobilizes contractors to complete ongoing road project. Saraki appears before Senate panel, denies ownership of 289 million naira SUV. Injected oil firm pays 62 billion naira to NNPC for undelivered product. CBN crashes dollar to 360 naira for tuition fees, BTA, and medical bills. Pakistan fences long border with Afghanistan to halt terror attack. Powerful cyclone batters Australia. I am Tobi Joseph, bringing you the news in details shortly. Most of Ogun State says that contractors handling road upgrading and expansion in the state have been mobilized to return to site to complete the ongoing multi-billion naira project. Some of the road projects include the Adaton, Ojeri, Adaton and Ogada Road, with flyover at Agoika, OGTV Buri and Lafewa and Yetoro, all in Abeokuta, as well as Elisha, Agoiwe, Magboro, Arepo, Ejere, Oluwalogun, and Ikomba, Ilese in Ijebu axis. Others are Iloawela Road in Ota, Ilara, Ilashe Road in Yewa axis, and Ofada Mobe Road. The governor will be listening to newsmen during an extended meeting of the State Executive Council at the governor's office at Belkuta. Also announces the quick completion of the Ibekwafo Bridge, 5 bridges in the Alagbole Akute axis, the Jebuigbo Flyover Bridge, and pedestrian bridges at Muwei-Bafo Expressway. Amoso explains that the state government has been conserving funds in the past month to return contractors to site of the project. The expected payment of the second tranche of the Paris London loan refund by the presidency, according to him, will assist in financing the ongoing road projects. A 72-year-old woman from Ilayo, Shada, has been beheaded by a 23-year-old man in Abigi in the Jebu waterside axis of Ogun State. The suspect, Adoye Okubayibe, who is now in the police custody, was arrested for a report about the son of the woman at Kundayo, Shada, at the Abigi Police Divisional Headquarters. Spokesman of the State Police Command, Abimbola Oyemi, who made this known, says the suspect, while undergoing interrogation, claimed that he had been having a running battle with a woman over a portion of land. The late woman's son told the police that he was on his way to meet his mother, who had earlier gone to the farm, when he met the suspect holding a polythene bag. On sighting him, he claimed that the suspect dropped the bag and ran into the bush. Kundayo recalls that he quickly ran to the farm to check his mother, but could not find her, and that he later found the severed head of his mother and a wrist in the bag, abandoned by the suspect. The police spokesman explained that the Abigi Divisional Police Officer, Komolafe Omoni, later led detectives to the scene, combed the surrounding bush, and got the suspect arrested. Oyemi says the severed head of the woman and her remains have been taken to a mortuary, while the cutlass the suspect used had been recovered. Senate President Bukola Saraki has appeared before a Senate committee to defend himself against an allegation that he imported a 289 million bulletproof SUV with a forged document of the Nigeria Customs Service. He told the Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions Committee that he did not import any SUV as stated in the report. The Senate President urged the committee to protect the institution of the Senate, not to be ridiculed by those out to tarnish it and the reputation of individuals. Aviation Minister of State, Senator Hadi Sirika, has offered to quit Buhari's cabinet if the ongoing repair of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, is not completed on schedule. The minister made a pledge at a special session and aviation roundtable in Lagos. Sirika says the 6-week schedule for the completion of work at Abuja Airport has not been extended. The Abuja Airport was shut down since March 7 for the repair of its runway. Since then, Abuja-bound air traffic have been diverted to Kaduna International Airport pending the completion of Abuja's airport's runway. An oil firm, Iteco, has paid 62 billion naira or $202.35 million to the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) for its failure to fully deliver agreed volume of product under the swapping of crude oil for refined product. The agreement for the crude oil swap for products was for a period between 2012 and 2014 under the Jonathan administration. NNPC spokesman Undo Ugambadu says that ITECO paid all the outstanding indebtedness after extensive reconciliation of figures and negotiations. ITECO is one of the 7 major Nigerian companies indicted by Swiss non-governmental organization, and it was declared to be one of the worst culprits in the execution of the agreement. Herdsmen have invaded a farm center operated by the Nigerian Prison Service in Benue State. The herdsmen during the attack of the Jatoaka Prison Farm Center last Saturday killed a prison inmate identified as Teso Agidi. Spokesman of Benue Prison Service Stephen Umancho says the herdsmen also destroyed property on the farm. Other inmates at the farm center, according to him, have been evacuated from the farm center to Boko prisons. The farm center was established last January as part of moves to reposition the prison service. You're still listening to the Midday News on Rock City 101.9 FM. Up next, we bring you foreign, business, and sport news. Please stay with us. Pakistan says it has started fencing off its long border with Afghanistan, and areas vulnerable to cross-border militant attacks have been given priority. Army Chief General Kamar Javed Bajwa revealed the project during a visit Saturday to tribal district including Mumand, near the Afghan border, where terrorists assaulted outposts from across the other side and killed 5 Pakistani soldiers this month. Bajwa identified Mumand and neighboring Bajwa district as high-threat zones, saying fencing them is a military's high priority. Without elaborating, the Pakistani army chief said that technical surveillance means are also being deployed, in addition to regular air surveillance to enhance the border security. Pakistan and Afghanistan share a nearly 2,600-kilometer largely porous border, and both blame each other for encouraging terrorist infiltration to support deadly attacks on their respective soils. Islamabad closed all border crossings with the landlocked country a month ago, saying terrorist attacks in Pakistan were being orchestrated by fugitive anti-state militants sheltering in Afghan border areas. Pakistan reopened the crossings earlier this week to allow legal travelers and thousands of stranded Afghanistan-bound shipping containers to resume their journey. A couple in the U.S. state of Georgia who were banned from naming their daughter Allah are taking legal action. The State Department of Public Health has refused to issue the 22-month-old with a birth certificate. Elizabeth Handy and Bilal Walk say it is unacceptable that a child, Zalika Graceful Lorraine Allah, has officially been left nameless. But state officials say the child's surname should either be Handy, Walk, or a combination of the two, not Allah, which is the Arabic word for God. The American Civil Liberties Union of Georgia has filed a lawsuit in Fulton County Superior Court on the family's behalf. However, lawyers for the Department of Public Health said Georgia code requires that the baby's surname be either that of the father or the mother for purposes of the initial birth record. A powerful cyclone has pummeled the northeast of Australian coast, causing major damage, torrential rain, and power cuts to tens of thousands of homes. Cyclone Debbie made landfall between Bowen and Ely Beach in Queensland as a Category 4 storm, whipping up gusts of 263 kilometers per hour. Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull told Parliament he had activated a disaster response plan. Queensland Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk said assessing damage was difficult because communities have been cut off from power and phone reception. In business, Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has directed banks to immediately begin the sale of foreign exchange to customers seeking to purchase the dollar for traveling allowance, basic traveling allowance, tuition, and medication at a maximum of 360 naira. The Apex Bank, in a statement by its spokesman Isaac Okoroafo, says it will sell the dollar to banks at 357 naira. CBN also directs the banks to immediately faced the new foreign exchange rate in the banking halls of their branches nationwide. Banks, according to the Apex Bank, must not sell foreign exchange meant for the invisible to below the change. Finally, in the media news, sport news. Sadiq Odukoya has emerged as the new junior champion of the recently concluded Ogun State Developmental Table Tennis Championship held at the Alaki Sport Complex in Jeja, Abeokuta. Odukoya defeated last month finalist Ayomide Abiono by the 3 sets to 1 in the final game of the competition, while Ayomide Adunjobi and Opeyemi Adeniyi jointly finished in the third position. To reach the final, Abiono dismissed the defending champion Edunjobi in the semi-final 3 sets to 2, while Odukoya beat Adeniyi by 3 sets to 1 in the annual semi-final contest. Esther Akitonde, however, retained her junior girls single title after defeating Miriam Popola by 3 straight sets in the repeat of the last month final of the junior girls category of the competition, while Yetunde Yakin and Abibat Adeboye jointly clinched the third position. In the semi-finals, Akitonde thrashed Abibat Adeboye by 2 straight sets, while Popola whipped Yetunde Yakin by 3 straight sets to reach final of the championship. Also in the cadet boys single, Rakib Bisiriyu emerged as the new champion after thrashing Joaib Adisa by 3 straight sets, while Tobi and Damlola Bolajoko both finished in the third spot. For the cadet girls single, Karimot Karim is the new champion, beating Olorunfunmi Adekoya by 3 sets to 2 in a keenly contested final, while the defending champion Faithia Yakin and Kende Olayiwola ended in a joint third position. That was the media news, and just before we go, the major stories once again. Ogun State mobilizes contractors to complete ongoing road project in the state. Saraki appears before Senate panel, denies ownership of 289 million naira SUV. Indicted oil firm pays 62 billion naira to NNPC for undelivered product. CBN crashes dollar to 360 naira for tuition fee, BTA and medical bills. The foreign scene, we told you that Pakistan has fenced the long border with Afghanistan to halt terror attack. We also told you that a powerful cyclone has battered Australia. For more stories and to listen to us live, please log on to our website www.rockstfmradio.com/live. Thank you so much for listening. I am Tobi Joseph. Good afternoon.